Alright, what's going on, everyone? Today I need to talk about some old news. You may have seen this survey question. It's like a month old. No one cares. I didn't want to make a video about this, but it's been a month and it still just irritates me so much that I just wanted to vent my frustrations about this really dumb survey question. So if you don't know, Wizards of the Coast, every single set release, they do a Magic the Gathering survey on their website. It's like 90% the same survey every time, with a few questions about the newest set. But there was a new question this time, guys. There was a new question, which is, to what degree did negative influencer commentary impact your perceptions of Magic the Gathering Marvel Spider-Man before the set released? Negative influencer commentary greatly worsened my perception or greatly improved my perception. So this is clearly trying to blame content creators for how poorly the Spider-Man set failed. And there is so much wrong with this question. The phrasing of it is weird. The fact that it even exists is weird. So let's just talk about the basic wording of this question. The word negative can just be removed. To what degree did influencer commentary impact your perceptions of the set, positive or negative? Adding the word negative shows that they are trying to influence the answer to your question. They're trying to push the idea that it was negative commentary. Already kind of silly. Also, why would Wizards of the Coast even make a question like this? I assume they want the answer so they can have the data point, right? They need the survey as a justification for the set doing poorly. It's not their fault. It must have been influencers. But the major problem with this question, regardless of the phrasing and the intent behind it, is Wizards of the Coast knows that influencers have very little impact on the overall sales of the game. The reason I say this, we know this because when Universes Beyond first started being revealed, I'm talking years ago, I'm not talking about standard, by the way, I'm talking like the Walking Dead era of Universes Beyond being introduced into the game, the community, the YouTubers, the Twitch streamers, the social media types hated it. I mean, it was like universally panned. Everyone hated it. And Mark Rosewater, I want to say it was Mark Rosewater, it might have been Gavin Verhey too, but they were adamant that the community, the social media, the internet aspect of the Magic the Gathering community makes up a very tiny percentage of the overall player base. Lots of people play the game and don't watch YouTube, don't watch Twitch, aren't on social media, right? And that's something that Mark Rosewater was adamant about. It's like, I know it seems like the overall community hates this thing, but you're just a small portion of the community. There's a much larger player base that just doesn't engage with internet social media stuff, which is totally accurate. We know this because even though the community hated Universes Beyond, Lord of the Rings was the most selling set ever, and Final Fantasy was one of the most or the most selling standard set ever. Is that accurate? I don't know the exact numbers. The point is, Universes Beyond has been very financially successful for Wizards of the Coast, despite the fact that the community has, at least the content creator social media community, has been very negative towards it. And that's because there's more people that play the game than who exist on Twitter or Twitch or YouTube. So that's fair, right? That's fair. But now that a set completely bombs, if you haven't seen the pictures, there are so many people who have posted photos of like store shelves with just Spider-Man product everywhere. No one wants it. No one can sell it. It's just sitting there on the shelves. No one cares. And now that it's failed, suddenly, hey, those content creators, maybe they have more influence than we think. Even though there was a lot of hate for Lord of the Rings among the Universes Beyond haters, that set went crazy. But now that it bombed, well, it must have been those content creators, those influencers, man. It's their fault. So obviously, influencers had no impact whatsoever on the set. The set failed because it was garbage. It was so bad in so many ways. It was terrible to draft because the set was so small. People, by the way, I've seen so many people blame Pick 2 draft. I actually don't think Pick 2 draft is the problem. I think it's a 180 card set, right? 190, something like that. The set just gets boring to draft really fast because there's like no decks to play. The reason Cube is so cool is because you can build like 1,000 card cube of singletons and every draft is drastically different, right? That's what's so fun. I mean, that's what makes roguelikes so good for those who play roguelikes is build variety and run variety. You want to be able to play a game like Slay the Spire and have every run feel drastically different. And the problem with Spider-Man is it has so few cards that it's just redundant. It's so pointless. You draft it a few times and it's like, okay, well, I've seen all the decks, I guess, which is not true for like cube drafts and stuff, or there's powered cube on Arena where there's definitely archetypes that are good, but every deck is drastically different because there's so many cards to pick from, right? So yeah, it's a bad set, man, and it hasn't sold. And what's really frustrating about this, the reason I'm making this video, it's the thing that's just been nagging, it's been rattling around in the back of my mind for far too long, and it's been just bothering me, and it's been progressively worse as time has gone by, is that the exact opposite of this is true. Influencers did not negatively impact Spider-Man, but the poor sales of Spider-Man has massively negatively impacted our ability to make content for the set. Oh my god. So Jim Davis is a content creator that I watch. He has his main channel where he does Constructed, and he has the Bronze to Mythic channel, which I don't actually watch. I don't watch Draft actually. I don't watch that one. But he has that channel where he does drafts for each set, and he gets to Mythic with every set release. And for the first time ever, he had to cancel the Bronze to Mythic for Spider-Man because no one was watching it. He was posting Spider-Man drafts and they were bombing and they were actually dragging the channel down. So he said, screw it, I just can't make content for this set, so I'm just not going to. So Wizards of the Coast is sitting here saying, well, we think negative influencer commentary negatively impacted people's perception of Spider-Man. No, your garbage set negatively impacted our ability to make videos for your game. It's so silly, man. And it's not just Jim Davis. I've seen it across the board. I did 10 videos for Edge of Eternities. I'm talking like the set released and I posted standard Magic Arena videos with the cards, put the card in the thumbnail. Now here's the new card and the new set that we're playing in this new deck. I did that 10 times for Edge of Eternities. I've done it 3 times with Spider-Man. And then I just said, screw it, I'm not doing it. I posted non-Spider-Man videos and I've been doing, you might have noticed, I've been doing 5 rare budget builds because I don't want to play standard right now. And I've also noticed like another person I watch is CGB, Covert Go Blue. He is very, very much the type of person who always plays the new cards throughout the entire set release. And I have noticed if you go to CGB's channel, the past couple weeks, he's just been playing tier 1 decks. He played Blue White Control, he played Boros Auras, he played the Reanimator deck. He's just been playing tier 1 decks. I saw him play Synthesizer. He's just like he's not even making Spider-Man videos. He's just making standard metagame videos. So they're saying influencers negatively impacted the perception of Spider-Man, even though they know it's not true, when the reality is the poor set sales and the negative perception of the Spider-Man set is negatively impacting our ability to just make videos. And there's more I could say about Spider-Man that I hate, by the way. I personally, I think the main issue with the set is the real world New York location. I mean, I'm a certified Universes Beyond hater, but Final Fantasy was good. I've seen Avatar. This video might go up around the time that it releases or after. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't really like the art style of the Avatar set, but like it's fine. It's just a preference. I'm not an anime hater. I just don't really mesh with it very well. But overall, it's fine, right? Like it looks good. I'm okay with it. I don't like Universes Beyond, but it looks like it belongs in Magic. But the Spider-Man with the taxi cabs and the hot dog carts, it's just cringe, man. It just looks bad in the game. And I think that's just the biggest issue. Spider-Man is like one of the most profitable IPs ever. I want to say it's in like the top 20. There's a graphic that exists that shows the most profitable IPs that have ever existed. And most of them are the crossover slop that you see in every game. If you play Fortnite, if you play Rocket League, if you play any game that has crossover shit in it, it's these IPs, right? They just constantly inject themselves into every game. And, you know, the money machine goes burr. And Spider-Man is one of them. Spider-Man is a very profitable IP, especially compared to Final Fantasy. And yeah, Final Fantasy did so much better, and it looks great in the game. I'm not a fan of the car, I'm not a fan of the instant ramen, but overall, like 99%, it looks like a Magic the Gathering set, and Spider-Man just doesn't. It looks pretty bad. So, influencers did not have a negative impact on the set. The set failed because it's trash. Wizards of the Coast needs to come to terms with that, and if I had had to guess, I suspect that the Ninja Turtle set's also gonna bomb pretty bad. It's another New York set. Future Marvel sets as well. I think the future Marvel sets will do better. I think another problem with Spider-Man is there's just not enough content for a big set, and the small set size. By the way, just this small set size means you need to buy less of it. I mean, this is just common sense. There's less cards in the set. The set's gonna saturate the market faster because there's less cards in the set. Oh my god, it's not that complicated. If you made a 700 card set, there's twice as many cards to have value, right? It's twice as hard to get specific cards out of the packs. That's not a complicated thing. You made a set that's like half the size of a regular set, and it didn't sell as well. Who could have guessed? Anyone could have guessed that? Anyone? Not that surprising. So now we have this Ninja Turtle set coming. How many Ninja Turtle characters are there? Like 20? Like, how do you make a 300 card set? I don't think you can. I think it's going to be another 180, 200 card set. It's another New York set. It's going to have 50 goddamn Ninja Turtles, the same Ninja Turtles over and over again. They all look the same. So not only are you going to have like 10 copies of every Ninja Turtle, but they're all just Ninja Turtles, man. And it's going to be in New York. We've already seen some art. We've already seen some New York backgrounds and stuff. It's going to bomb again. Maybe better than Spider-Man. I don't know. But it's not that hard. You need big sets, maybe less of them. But I don't know, man. Just look forward to that Ninja Turtle set and pay attention to how many cards are in the set. If it's another 190 card set, expect it to just absolutely bomb. Expect the draft to be terrible. And again, how do you fill out a set with 20 characters in the entire universe? I don't know. Good luck, man. Good luck. But hopefully this is a learning lesson for Wizards of the Coast. Maybe pick IPs that are fantasy adjacent. Maybe pick IPs that have a lot of characters so you can actually fill an entire set. Maybe don't do a 190 card set. Maybe. I mean, didn't you learn that with Aftermath? Didn't we already learn that small sets are bad? I thought we already learned that lesson. I thought we already learned that small sets are bad. Apparently not. I don't know. But yeah, Ninja Turtles, man. I really hope my negative opinion about the set doesn't cause it to flop. I'm sure if it does, it'll have nothing to do with the size or the lack of characters or the real world setting. Anyway, that's it, guys. Just wanted to vent a little bit. Thanks for watching, I guess. I don't know what the point of this video even is at this point. I don't even know why I'm posting this so late, but I just needed to talk about it because it's frustrating. And now that I have it out, maybe I'll stop thinking about it. But influencers didn't have a negative impact on Spider-Man. The negative reception of Spider-Man had a negative impact on our ability to even make videos about the set. That's what I want you guys to understand, and I hope that's something that Wizards of the Coast can understand. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next one.